Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn how we can debug Go code in VS Code. So you might have already seen a file called launch.json. So that is always configured in whoever is working with the projects in Golang. And it is very helpful when you are going to debug the code in VS Code. So how exactly it works and what benefit it brings when you are configuring it well in your VS Code, that we are going to learn today. So we have many files over here which contains main.go with specific programs over here, right? So I want to debug them one by one so that it is useful for viewers to understand what exactly happens in the code. In order to achieve it, there is a button over here which is called run and debug. When I click it, it shows run and debug and it has nothing over here. It says simply go is suggested, but if you click on that, nothing is going to happen. So in order to achieve what we want to do, we need to have a .vscode folder over here in your repository. So I'm going to create a folder which is called .vscode. So now this .vscode is basically configuration file for your editor. So here it has to have a launch.json file which contains the configuration. With the help of this file, VS Code is going to know what exactly you want to do when you click on run and debug. So the first thing that we are going to do is configuring the VS Code that debugs any of the file which is open on the editor, correct? So for that, the configuration goes like it takes a name which is like debug current file. So type is go. This is going to tell VS Code that you need to open this file and run against the Go. So this is a Go program that you want to debug and run. So request type is launch and the mode is auto. And program is like the current file that is opened, and console, this is the console which is integrated with VS Code, so it is going to show all the information over here. So consider I have a code over here which is called hello world, and if I want to debug it, so if I click on run and debug, so here it is saying debug current file. So earlier it was not visible, right? If I just comment out this launch.json, so what is going to happen? This one is not going to have any sort of like file or option where you can run or debug your code using VS Code. So I am uncommenting it so that it is visible now. If I click on this, so it is going to say that it had found out a Go file which is open and it is trying to debug it. So the debugger is stopped over here because I have a breakpoint, and if I just let it go, then it prints hello world. So it is very useful thing that is supposed to be used by every developer so that it becomes very easy to debug it. You can run the code from your console as well, but you can simply run it. You can't debug it. Now going forward, there is one more thing that we can configure over here, which is like if I have multiple tutorials, so in order to run any of them, I'll have to go and open it, and then I'll have to click over here and then debug the current file which pops up over here. So if I do this now, so you can see this code will be executed. Let me run it again so that it stops over here. So now this is this has the breakpoint over here and it is stopped. So now I can go line by line and debug it, right? So the next thing would be like, can we have the drop down for each segments or each program separately? So that we can do using adding additional configuration for a particular program. So this is a list of JSON. If I add one more JSON over here, which says debug tutorial 1. So here you will see program's location was configured as take current file whichever is open. But now here in the second configuration, I'm specifically providing the location of my first tutorial's program that is written in Golang, correct? So what is going to happen irrespective of which program file you have opened or which Go code you have opened, it doesn't matter. So if you click on debug, run and debug, so we'll get a drop down. So if you click on this, irrespective of the file is opened or not, it will execute that. And now the debugger had stopped over there. So if you go back to your program file again and open the first main.go, like installation setup and main.go, you will see that it has stopped at the breakpoint. So now how we can use the breakpoints and all, you can see like this is the jump to the next line and this is how it works. So everything will be executed and then you will see the output over here, which is like as of now it has printed welcome to Go programming. If you click play again, then it executes all the line which was supposed to be executed in this particular code. So this is the way you can configure for rest of the tutorials as well. So this is already present on your on my GitHub repository. So you just need to clone it and you will be able to import this code base in your VSCode, and you will be able to see that the launch.json is already present. So right now I have two configurations present. One is like launching any of the file which is open in your VSCode. Another configuration is like specific to the code that I want to execute, right? Similarly, I have created for all the programs, correct? So that configuration you can see on the on your GitHub repo, in my GitHub repo, which shows like this. So I have the first debug tutorial, which is debug tutorial 1 and debug tutorial 2. This is nothing but you will see on the drop down. Now, since I have added more configurations over here, you will see something like this, right? So this way you can execute any code bases that you have in Golang, and this is a super useful tool that every developer should use. So I have one more thing that I wanted to show. If I go for like variable constants and data types, right? So here you can see I have some constants. I'm keeping a breakpoint over here and I'm going to execute the second video tutorial, correct? So if I click on play and the debugger stops over here. So you on the left side, you will see that all the variables that is being assigned would be shown over here, right? So this way debugging helps a lot in enterprise level solutions, or if you're writing a software for your company or maybe for your personal project as well. So let me just show you on the GitHub. So in Learn Golang project or repository, you can see a VS Code folder present and everything is configured over here, right? So if you have any doubt or any questions, you just let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.